Welcome to Ryan Field on the campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get this one started. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense is on the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Northwestern right back to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Wolverines offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He makes the catch. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through a tackle. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Handoff to the single running back. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run from the shotgun. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to get to him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When I get inside the 3 on first and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be a more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense, being ready for everything, even though we're inside the 3-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Northwestern offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Northwestern wants to go quickly. On 3rd down, going up top. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll try to pop the draw. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Northwestern right back to the line.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Throws to the tight end. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Northwestern coming to the line with another 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously.
It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They'll give him a couple that leaves them with 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle, it's Freeman. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
Fires to the big fella. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Shakes off the defender. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The play-action fake. They're bringing heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Feeling some heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The give to the tailback. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 40, there he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Safe completion on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get the sack right out of the gate. Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guys who don't like people. They love collisions. They love to throw their body around. Jesse, he's been all over the field.
And this guy's good week in, week out, right? But in this game, he just seems like he's more dialed in, and he's playing at a different intensity level right now than I think anybody else on the field.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Looking to move it through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Northwestern wants to go quickly. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's saying the right things after taking all these losses on the podium, after games. We got guys hurt, we got young players, we're inexperienced, we're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get it done.
Floats it out in space. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. On second down, looking again to throw. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He wants to throw it. Makes the catch. And he'll be brought down. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterback.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! After the score. We'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You've got to find him in the passing.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good, too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that big stuff.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break. Touchdown, Wolverine! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to...
Got a lot of running room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They go to the ground. Still running at the 40. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the default. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Oh, big juke to get past. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. He wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 15. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's going to pass. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the punishment has been extended. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. We need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's just 6 on the board, fellas.
He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's locked. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got an open man. Afterburner's coming. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's locked. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the pummeling has started. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
61, Northwestern, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25 to the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Catches it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Locke. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
First down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Bunch formation for these receivers. On second down, he'll let it fly. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Breaks the tackle. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Makes a connection. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Going to the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Penn State is getting blitzed right now in Beaver Stadium in front of that super loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today.
He'll come out throwing on first down.
They're trailing by 18 to Nebraska. Much more on this top 5 matchup should anything change. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They after he ripped off 15 yards. Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Running to the left. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Give to the single back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? They'll run play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Holds it in, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Wildcats are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Looking deep down the right side. He caught it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting note, the consolation prize, if you will.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's on target and complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team of bragging rights now.
bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.